Hey everybody, and welcome back to Beat the Real Estate Exam. I'm Janis, and I am a real estate instructor who's going to teach you how to understand these freaking real estate terms so that you actually pass the exam. So make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a single video. And when you need the complete solution, head over to passwithjanis.com. I have flashcards, audio recordings, video recordings, practice tests, and all the things that you need to pass the freaking real estate exam. Today, we're going to talk about land, real estate, and real property and what this actually means. Let's get into it. The real estate exam is going to test you on these three terms because they have distinct definitions when it comes to real estate. The first one is land. And when we talk about land, we're talking about the surface of the earth. Also, the natural improvements on the land, like the trees, the rocks, the little streams. And we're talking about the subsurface rights, because when you own land, you own all the way down to the center of the earth, and that includes mineral rights, gas rights. And remember, those subsurface lots can be subdivided. And it also includes the air or the air rights, and those lots can also be sold separately, subdivided. When we're talking about real estate, it's all the same things that land includes. So the surface of the earth, all the natural improvements like the trees, the rocks, the little streams, the subsurface rights like coal and gas and mineral rights, and the air rights, everything all the way up to the heavens. And it also includes the man-made improvements. So that would be the house, it could be a billboard, it could be an office building, it could be streets, anything that is man-made an improvement to the land. Now it is called real estate. And we say that we're selling real estate, but in actuality, in 1 minute, you're going to see that we actually sell real property. And here's what real property is. The same as real estate. It's got the surface of the earth. It's got the natural improvements like the trees, the rocks, the stones, the little streams. It has the subsurface rights all the way down to the center of the earth. It has the air rights all the way up to the heavens. It also includes the man-made improvements. And here's the addition that turns real estate into real property, and that is called the bundle of rights. Now, the bundle of rights is the group of intangible rights. And remember, intangible means you can't touch them. You can touch everything else, but you can't touch the bundle of rights because it's intangible. And the reason why we use sticks in a bundle of rights to represent this ownership is because in the olden days, the way people transferred title was by taking sticks from a tree on the property and handing them to the new owner. And that was the ceremonial passing of title. By grabbing sticks from the tree, you were transferring the tree and the property that it was attached to. So let's break down what the bundle of rights includes, because this will definitely show up on your real estate exam. The bundle of rights has 5 sticks, and what's important to remember here is that these sticks can be separated, and I'll give you a few examples so you know what we're talking about. The sticks are possession, control, enjoyment, exclusion, and disposition. Possession is the right to possess or use the land. It could be living in the house, it could be farming the field, it could be running your business out of the store, or running your company out of the office tower. Any kind of using the property is considered possession. Now, remember, possession is something that can be separated out from the rest of the bundle and handed over. So when you think of a lease, that's what we're talking about, is the right of possession. The landlord is taking that stick, the right of possession, and they're temporarily giving it to the tenant. And when the lease ends, that right of possession goes back to the landlord. And the landlord's not giving away any of the other sticks. The landlord still owns the property. The next one is the right to control. The right to control the property within the framework of the law. So we know that when we own a property, we know this common sense, just growing up in this country, knowing about owning a house means you can do whatever you want with it, subject to the law, because sometimes the law is going to step in and be like, nope, you can't build a brothel in the middle of this residential neighborhood across the street from a school. It's not allowed. Or you can't build a 50-story tower on a lot that's 20 by 20. It ain't going to fly. So there are definitely controls that are set up. There's public and private, and I'll do another video on that. The next one is enjoyment. Enjoyment is to use the property in any legal manner. So you can do, again, whatever you want in your property, so long as you're not breaking the law. You can't turn it into a meth house. You can't sell liquor out of there without a liquor license. It has to be within the framework of the law. The next one is the right of exclusion. This means that you can keep others from entering or using the property. This one we take for granted. We say, it's mine, it's private property, get off my property. Well, the reason that we're allowed to do that, if you want to think about it, is because we have the right of exclusion. And this is really important. This is a key pillar to ownership, is it's mine and you can't step on it without my permission. And if you think about the contrast between this and when the settlers first came to this land, back when it wasn't owned by anybody, there was no right of exclusion. Everybody shared Mother Earth. And so it's important to understand where this comes from, because we take this for granted, but now you have the language to explain why you can tell somebody to get off your property. The next one is the right of disposition. This is a huge one. And what word is buried inside disposition? And that word is dispose. It means you can get rid of this property. And there are a lot of ways that you can get rid of it. You could sell it. You could just transfer it, like give it away or trade it. I've seen that happen. You can also leave it by devise, which means leave it to your heirs in your will. Also, this means that you can encumber the property, meaning you can allow a lender to place a mortgage lien against your property in order to borrow money, in order to use this property as security for a debt. So disposition is a really big one. This allows you to do a whole bunch of things, including put a lien against the property. Without the right of disposition, you wouldn't be able to get a mortgage on your property. Well, that's a wrap on this topic. We talked about land, real estate, and real property. Did this help? Let me know in the comments. And if you still have questions or you need something explained, let me know and I'll do another video to help you pass the real estate exam. If this landed with you and you need more help and you're really serious and ready to pass this freaking exam, head over to passwithjanis.com. I have everything that you need in order to help you pass the exam and get on with your life. Make sure to like this video and hit subscribe so you don't miss any videos. I'll see you in the next one.